Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Chelsea. As you can see, today's video is all about making one specific change in my lifestyle. I'm going to be cutting out added sugars for this week. I know that the long-term benefits need more dedication, so we will check in with me throughout this week and then at the end to see if I'm going to continue to implement this. So what exactly is added sugar? The FDA defines this as sugars that are added during the processing of foods such as sucrose and dextrose, foods packaged as sweeteners such as table sugar, sugars from syrups and honey, and sugars from concentrated fruit or vegetable juices. This doesn't include sugars that are naturally occurring in fruit or milk. The next question you might have for me is, why am I doing this now? I know I've said in so many of my previous videos that I don't really follow a specific diet, personally just due to my history with diet culture. So what makes this video different? For one thing, I'm not gonna halve my calories, I'm not gonna cut out certain food groups, none of that. I'm even gonna continue with all my workouts as usual. I'm still gonna eat until I'm full, but with just one change of no added sugars. And I decided to try this now because I've pretty much settled into a regular routine with my day job, and I've been able to cook most of my meals at home. So I thought, what better time than now to document my experiences and share it with you guys. I'll touch on some of the health benefits for cutting out added sugar later in the video, but for now, let us just get on with it. Also, today is Sunday, and for breakfast, I pretty much just had my usual toast, egg, and almond milk, but instead of the jam, I substituted it with cut up apples and some cinnamon. So not the most perfect substitution, but it worked. As you'll soon see, a lot of my meals are going to be similar, so I'll mostly be tracking the unique ones and sharing my thoughts then. Okay, now let us really get on with the video. Okay, starting off, I'm going to show you guys a way to use up a bunch of apples you might have all at once, and create a great topping for my breakfast toast for the rest of the week. It's pretty much an apple jam with no added sugar. First, you want to chop your apples into bite-sized pieces. You can go smaller if you want a more jam-like consistency. Also, I didn't do this, but you might want to peel the apples as well. Then mix them up with the juice of 1 lemon. Obviously, adjust the amount of lemon juice depending on how sour you'd like the final product to be. Then, give it all a generous dose of cinnamon. And next, I'm just turning my rice cooker on the only setting it has, which is high, I assume, and pretty much just monitor it until the apples are looking nice and mushy. You can then smash them up or enjoy as is. So for lunch, I decided to try making spring rolls, but I only had vegetables and egg to put in them, so just enjoy this cutting montage. Chase that high that you provide. Drive my vibe to feel alive. Tell my mind to flow like tide, but it's hard. Of course, it's customary to eat the first failed one. But sadly, my later ones were also not so great. Face the sky, another night goes by. I can't describe what you are. But you could be one too. I realized to make the peanut sauce, I only had peanut butter, soy sauce, and sesame oil. All in all, it tasted as good as it looks, which is to say, not very good. My sauce was a fail, so I switched to sriracha instead. I realized the vermicelli noodles and some sort of heavier protein like shrimp is definitely much needed. I still finished everything, but this was sadly not a satisfying meal. Hi guys, back in the kitchen again. I'm ready to cook some dinner. As you can see, the lunch was a little bit of a fail. I did not enjoy it at all.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get it.
So we are going to go for round 2 today. So I'm thinking, and I have all these ingredients right here, I'm just going to make a simple stew. I have this Korean soup base that I use a lot, and basically it can last me quite a few days. So let us get started with this. Guys, welcome back to the vlog. As you can see, I am in a slightly better mood than I seem to be in all of these videos. I feel like my usual energy is low to medium, but today I'm a little bit higher. Maybe it's because of the after effects of caffeine that I had almost like 8 hours ago. I am very susceptible to caffeine effects. Basically today I cheated on this challenge. I know it's not a good look, especially since it's only the 3rd day, but I was just feeling material girl and wanted to work at a cute cafe for a change. It was not because I was craving a sugary drink, it just happened as a side effect of me needing to work in a cute cafe. That's my excuse. I know it's not really an excuse. In my defense, it wasn't super sweet, but I know that can be deceiving. But yeah, right now I'm starting to make dinner. Going to be preparing some air fryer salmon. I guess reflecting on how I feel so far, I don't really feel any big differences. Obviously it's only been 2 or 3 days and I cheated today, so it probably like cancels some of that out, but I don't find myself craving sweet things really. So I tried to pretty much empty my kitchen of sweet things before so I wouldn't get tempted, and I actually forgot I had this one fruit snack out here, but I have not noticed it or even tried to reach for it, so I count that as pretty good news for me. I think the biggest challenge is after a meal when I'm used to eating something for dessert, but actually I found that if I distract myself with something, the urges do not come. I think a lot of eating or intuitive eating is honestly just giving yourself time to digest and process what you just ate. And I found that because I had this video to film and myself to not disappoint, that this challenge is actually going pretty well. Going to get back on track. No more cute cafes and overpriced drinks. Going to marinate this in the fridge for a bit and come back and check in with you guys for real dinner.
1 hour later.
And welcome to Dinner Wednesday. Today we are trying something different. We are going to try this packet of Indian curry from Trader Joe's. I made one of these before with my sister, but it's super easy. In fact, you can even do it on the microwave, but I think I will do it on the stove because I want to add in a few more things. Wait! Okay. Oh, I thought I had added sugars, but it's actually just the total, and there are 0 grams added. So we are good on that front, so let's make this. While I'm cooking this time, I thought I'd talk a bit about the benefits of cutting out added sugar. According to the FDA, they simply say that too much added sugar can make it difficult to meet nutrient needs while staying within calorie limits. But there are definitely other benefits long-term, such as reducing diabetes risk, fewer cravings, and even better mental health. Since your blood sugar will be more steady, you'll have more energy and less crashes throughout the day. I definitely felt the energy balance this week, as I wasn't so tired after lunch. It's easy to be tempted by a nap when working at home, but I really didn't feel that this week. On Thursday, I went into the office for work and they actually had this food set out for lunch, so I got this poke bowl. And now that I think of it, there may have been some added sugar in the sauce, but it's very insignificant, so I am going to not count that. Okay, back to the video. Hi guys, it's now after dinner. I'm eating some of this popcorn. Did not film dinner, but it was just a very tiring and long day. I forgot how tiring it is to actually work in person for once. For dinner, I just had some of the leftover curry from yesterday. I feel like usually if I had a really long day, I would be craving something sweet, definitely, like ice cream. I would usually have that after dinner, but today I am just making do with some of this, and it's pretty good. I'm also watching BoJack Horseman again as usual. So all in all, it has been a good way to unwind from the day. My brain is scrambled. I cannot think very well right now, so see you guys later. Hi guys, so now we are on Friday, as you can see. I also did a quick leg workout in the morning, but was kind of annoyed because next to me there were these people who just wouldn't stop talking in the studio. I don't know, I just wanted to put that in there. So here are workout clips, and now back to the food. So I'm mixing some of this salmon with sriracha and mayo as we're wrapping up the end of this week. Oh my god, I'm so sorry you guys can hear the salmon sound. I'm gonna do it further away from the mic. Okay, so even when I move the bowl away from the camera, you can still kind of hear the mixing sounds, and I really don't like it. I mean, it reminds me of that one Vine.
That's what good pussy sounds like.
But otherwise it's not funny, so I'm just gonna voice over this part. But what I was saying was I didn't really feel any cravings for the rest of this week, and I thought that might be because I don't actually eat that many sweet things regularly. It's mostly just for dessert. So I rated the experience so far an 8 out of 10 just because of that one time I cheated, but otherwise I'm feeling great. Okay, so we're finally ready to eat. I have just a bunch of vegetables and some kimchi here, and I have the seaweed and salmon in this bowl. So what I'm going to do is try to do like a little wrap type of thing. Actually, this is a lot of vegetables now that I look at it. Oh! I want to clarify that I'm not doing like low carb or anything, because you see that I don't have rice. Usually the salmon and rice would go really good together, but it's just that I'm too lazy to make rice these days. And I find that just throwing everything in the air fryer is easiest. Lastly, I had this dish, chicken kofta, I believe, at a Middle Eastern restaurant over the weekend. I didn't film much since most of my meals were the same, but this was really good. Okay, so now that we've reached the end of the video, it is time for some final thoughts. As you might have noticed throughout the video, I didn't seem to have a super hard time with this challenge because 1, I didn't have easy access to a lot of sugary snacks or drinks, and 2, I wasn't cutting out a big part of my diet, mainly just the dessert portion of all my meals. I do recognize that I have a certain level of privilege to be able to even do this. I know that a lot of people might not have the choice to be surrounded by healthy foods all the time or be able to work from home. I also get that to see long-term benefits, this really has to become a lifestyle. And I think I do have the motivation after this week to try to do that. I might still have sugar in moderate amounts rather than just thinking of it as cheating on a challenge if I want to make that happen though, but I think it will be beneficial for me long term. Overall, I thought that I'd really miss having dessert at the end of my meals, but just having a fulfilling meal itself and then something to do right after really made me forget that part. Of course, I'm no dietitian or expert, I just wanted to share my personal, very short experience with you guys here. So hopefully you enjoy this video, and feel free to let me know if there's any other challenge, fitness, or otherwise you'd like to see me try. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.